My husband told his whole family to dump all the kids on me and made me the family daycare. He never expected what I did after. I found out about the arrangement at my sister-in-law's birthday party. Derek was in the backyard with his brothers and their wives, and I was inside doing dishes when Linda pulled me aside with her toddler on her hip. She said, "So Derek mentioned you're fine watching Lucas next weekend while we go to that conference." I had no idea what she was talking about. I told her Derek had never mentioned anything to me about watching her son. Linda looked confused and then called Derek inside. He came in, wiping his hands on a towel, and smiled like this was no big deal. "Yeah, I told everyone at the family gathering last month that since you're home anyway, you could help out when people need childcare. It saves everyone money and your family." I stared at him. I had never agreed to be the family daycare. I had never said I was available to watch other people's children. I'd never even been asked. Derek explained that it was just helping out, that family helps each other, and that I should be happy to be needed. Linda nodded supportively. "He said you were really good with kids and that you wouldn't mind." I asked Derek if we could talk in the other room. Once we were alone, I told him he couldn't make decisions about my time without asking me first. He said I was being selfish, that family was important, that watching a few kids for a few hours wasn't a big deal. I told him it was a very big deal to me, and he needed to call everyone back and tell them the arrangement was off. He said he'd think about it. The first drop-off was the following Saturday. Derek's brother showed up at 8 in the morning with his 2 kids, ages 3 and 5, without warning. He said Derek told him to bring them early. I hadn't even had coffee yet. When I told him I couldn't take them, Derek appeared and asked why I was making this difficult. His brother left the 2 kids in our living room and drove away. That was the beginning. Over the next 3 weeks, Derek's entire extended family seemed to believe I'd become free childcare. His cousin dropped off her infant twice without a car seat, just handing me the baby and leaving. His other sister came by with 3 kids and said she'd be back in 6 hours. One of them got sick in our bathroom. Another one broke a lamp. My own child stopped getting my attention because I was managing 5 other children on a Tuesday afternoon while Derek was at work. I finally told Derek I was done. I said he needed to tell his family immediately that this wasn't happening anymore. He said I was being dramatic. He said people depended on me now. He said real wives helped their husbands' families. He said I was selfish for not wanting to be part of the family support system. He said his mother had watched his siblings' kids all the time and nobody ever complained. His mother chose to do that. I said, "You made this choice for me without my permission. That's different." But he'd already decided my objection wasn't valid. He told his family I was just tired and would be fine once I adjusted. The next Saturday, 5 kids showed up at our door. 5. His brother, his cousin, and his sister all dropped kids off between 8 and 9 in the morning, all with vague pickup times, all expecting me to manage them while Derek went to play golf. I called him while he was on the course. I told him to come home immediately. He said it was too late to cancel, and I was a stay-at-home mom, so this was literally what I did all day. I told him I did childcare for 1 child, not 6. I told him if he didn't come home, I was leaving. He laughed and said I wouldn't actually do that. I packed a bag, loaded my own child into the car, and drove to my mother's house. I left all 5 of his relatives' children in our living room, unsupervised. His family started calling within 20 minutes. Derek called from the golf course, frantically asking where I was. I didn't answer until he got home and realized the kids were still there, waiting to be picked up by the people who dropped them off. I told him I was at my mother's house and I was staying until he called every single member of his family and told them the childcare arrangement was permanently finished. It took 3 days before he finally called his family back. I thought it would stop, but what they did made me lose it. Full story on channel, link below.